Warning, you are not watching Siskel and Ebert.
You are now entering Wang World.
So topical back with another video. It's me, Strange Wang. Today I got movie review.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Blah blah blah. I got a movie review for Elvis. Review for Elvis. But before we get to housekeeping as usual, go down to the description box below. There's a social media. You want to donate money, coffee account, Patreon. You can donate money to that. We also got the thanks button. It's a heart with a $sign in it. Because my heart holds the money. Makes sense to me. But you can thank us by donating a little bit of that Bob De Niro, that cheese, the cheddar, the mozzarella. And hopefully you will spend it more wiser than Elvis did. But you didn't come here for that. You came here to hear your review for the film Elvis. So let's get down to brass tacks. I gave Elvis 6.3 out of 10 Wangs.
Why?
Because this film's weird. It's not the greatest film. It's not even the most interesting film. But it's big and bold. And I respect it.
You dig?
One thing I didn't understand about this film off rip, I gotta get off my chest, is Baz, you have your audience built in. They're Elvis fans. You have this old-timey feel, almost Citizen Kane-esque feel of the film. And you put rap music in an Elvis movie.
It don't make no motherfucking sense.
For a Strange Wang who loves rap, that stuck out like a sore thumb. And I was like, what the fuck's happening in this movie? And it was already very difficult to get into this movie because, yes, we all know people had tight assholes back in the day when it comes to sex and hip jiving, etc. So when Elvis came on the scene, wiggling his hips, people were having orgasms. They didn't know they could have orgasms. Women, they didn't realize that shit could happen. And men were like, we can't give orgasms. We're angry at Elvis. And all that shit. We know that shit happened. Everyone knows this. But to see it on screen, it's very comical. And it took me a really long time to get into this film because of how much I was enjoying the buffoonery on the screen. Because I was like, damn, they were really like this. I've heard stories, but to see it on film is totally different. So Strange Wang took me forever to get into this film. I'm not an Elvis fan, say that off rip. So after I did get into this film, did get into the story, it was really already past time for me to really care about Elvis. So when it comes to the middle and ending of this film, the second and third act, I don't really feel bad for Elvis. Which is the whole point of the film, which is the whole reason why you have Tom Hanks and his bad prosthetics talking about, I'm not the bad guy, I just have bad prosthetics and a gambling addiction. You know, it's like,
Don't care, still don't care. I don't care, I don't.
you see this dude getting manipulated and you're just like, damn bro, sucks to you, because I don't care. And it took so long for me to get into the film that by the end of it, I didn't care. When his death came, I still didn't care. For a lot of people, older people, by the tell of my audience that I was watching the cinematic experience with in the theater, that took 72 bathroom breaks, one per scene at least. This film's not for my generation. This film's not for 25-year-old Coke Nil having Strange Wang. This film is not for us. This film is for the past generation who grew up with Elvis, who heard the Elvis records and all that growing up. This is for them. It's not for me. But it does take a lot of bold chances. It's very flashy. It's very in your face. I like the stylized aesthetic of this film a lot. Austin killed this film. Fucking great performance. I could see Elvis the entire time, you know. I know it's not Elvis, but I could see Elvis the entire time. I got the emotions, that deadpan face. It said a lot, actually. I thought, personally, everyone else did a really good job in the film. Tom Hanks, I'm not going to say he did a bad job in the film, nor a good job, because those prosthetics were
terrible.
And as I said before, I couldn't get into it because Tom Hanks doesn't look like that. If you were just cast an older person who did look like that, it probably would have made it a better experience and would have helped Strange Wang get into the film much, much sooner. But they cover their P's and Q's, and they took a very long time to do that because I personally, my brain cannot tell you how long this film was, but Strange Wang's lower back can, because I had to go home, hit the chiropractor up, get that on each side, you know what I'm saying? And then I felt like a new man. So, with that being said, too long, not for this generation, and that generation for gap is going to hurt the audience, younger audience, to get into this film, to have the right investment for this character. But it's bold and flashy, and that's honestly, it felt really fresh in today's environment. So, not the greatest thing you'll see, not the worst thing you'll see. Actually, Strange Wang, this is a Little Yachty film.
I just want you for the night.
Because just like that Little Yachty song, One Night, one and done. Had my time with it. It was fun while it lasted. But that one night is all I needed, and I'll never need to see this film again. Tell Strange Wang down in the comment section below how stupid I am and how I don't know music for a certain generation. And yes, Drake and Kanye West are better than Elvis. For you old people out there, salt in the wound, soap in the eye, you know what I'm saying? But not my cup of tea. But tell me down low in the comment section your thoughts on the film, not the person Elvis. And like, comment, share.
And then what?
Subscribe.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.